Time to expose the ultimate truth of this ultimate academy. The ultimate final chapter. Sorry, I thought I had that worked out. Oh, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Makoto. Konayegi? I don't have any talent or anything, I'm just a regular teenager. Oh, or not.
This boring looking person is me.
Way to trick us.
See? Even the way I look is normal.
And the music.
Getting into an elite school like this is just the start of my bad luck. I can't keep up with my classmates' conversations or the teacher's lectures. I'm just treated like empty space in the classroom.
Dang.
At home, my parents are constantly on my case. Honestly, I'm fed up. I want to run away from my daily life. I want to run
Deadly
away
life?
and just forget all this.
Run away from your daily life to not your deadly
I
life.
want to run away. And
Oh.
run away. And run away and run away and run away. But I'm okay. I have a reason to live. I've got something to look forward to. That's why I'm gonna be okay. Thanks for the courage. Thanks for giving me something to get totally obsessed with. Thanks for the strength to keep going. I'll keep on rooting for you. So please keep trying your best. And one day, I'll also...
Yep, we saw Kibo doing this last time. What happened?
What did you say?
School building blew up! What happened? Hey, over there. Turn my head to where Maki was pointing. It's Kibo. Kibo? Kibo, what are you doing? You're flying! Is there magic? I don't know what he's planning, but it looks like he's attacking the school indiscriminately. We need to hurry and stop him. We'll get caught up in the mess if we don't. How do we stop him?
Alright.
We have to talk to him. We have to get him to come down.
Hey.
Dangerous, but let's go to the courtyard and try to get his attention. Yeah, you're right. Fused by a situation unfolding in front of us, we ran to the center of the courtyard. It's like a battlefield!
Damn it!
We need to get his attention! Get him to come down! Kibo, come here! Are you trying to get us killed?
Kibo!
Please, Kibo, come down and talk to us! Shout out to Kibo, who finally came to a halt midair. Then he slowly flew down to us.
Hey.
Here he comes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you call for me? Please
His
keep
antenna
it
is
brief.
gone.
I have other matters I must attend to.
Yep, his antenna's still gone. Other matters?
Yes.
I'm going to end the killing game.
Huh?
End the killing game?
Indeed.
Do that, I must destroy the Ultimate Academy for Gifted Juveniles.
What did you say?
Destroy it!
That's right.
Killing him cannot go on if I destroy the school in its entirety.
Could it be?
So that's why you have that weapon?
Hey.
What's with that weapon and the jetpack?
Yeah.
I obtained this equipment from my lab. So he does like his lab all of a sudden. You had equipment like that in your lab?
Yes.
I made some modifications to drastically improve their power output and functionality.
Wait.
Since when have you been able to do that? You didn't level up or anything, right? Did something happen? Didn't you say that you didn't want to use anything from that lab?
Right.
That's right. You don't like looking sci-fi.
That's right.
Yes, I want to be treated like a real human, a creature of flesh and blood like you all.
I have decided.
But I no longer have the luxury of clinging to that wish anymore. My course is clear. I must destroy this academy and end this killing game.
You can't.
Hold on, if you do something like that, we'll all die too, you know. no oxygen in the outside world. There are no living things. We're only able to survive because we're inside this spaceship, you know? That's right. Are you trying to kill us too?
Yes.
If my action result in your deaths, so be it.
Huh?
So be it?
That's...
Monokuma told us that despair is our only choice. That hope does not exist here.
Unfortunately.
And unfortunately, he is right. I love Shuichi's face. As long as the killing game continues, only despair awaits us.
No.
Wait, we still have hope.
Remember.
Hope is everyone here, our friends who are still alive.
You're right.
Yeah! If we all work together in this killing game, it will not stop. It will never stop.
What should we do?
And even if we did manage to stop this killing game and escape, where would we go? Earth is destroyed, humanity is extinct, we have no home to return to. That might be true, but...
Which means...
Monokuma is right. Despair is all we have here. We simply do not have the power to change the outside world on our own.
Everyone!
All we can do now is refuse to submit to despair.
Hey!
And you would be willing to let all of us die to accomplish that?
Logical.
There's a far better alternative than allowing Monokuma to continue the killing game.
What was that?
Are you serious?
Listen closely.
Kaito and Kokichi gave their lives to end this killing game. We should follow their example. We should be willing to give our lives to end this killing game.
What do you mean?
Is that what your inner voice is telling you to do?
No.
No, I can no longer hear that voice.
Huh?
You can't hear it anymore?
That's right.
For some reason, my inner voice has gone silent. The decision is my will, my choice.
I have decided.
I've chosen to modify myself and destroy this academy.
Everyone!
You can never submit to despair because we are students of Post Peak Academy.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Why?
Wrong?
That's...
Because there might still be hope. There might still be a place to call home.
Well then.
What are you basing that claim on?
That's wrong.
Nothing.
But...
I just have a feeling.
Ew.
Just a feeling. You sound like that idiot right now.
Because...
Kaito said so. Just like Kokichi said, this game's rules matter so much, someone's watching.
Okay.
There can be no killing game without an audience. The Academy was the same way. It was a killing game made for an audience. This game must be the same way. Someone's watching this somewhere. There's someone left. There's still a possibility. True, we cannot say there is absolutely no possibility, but even a mere possibility.
No, that's wrong.
That possibility is our hope.
Huh?
What?
Because...
We haven't investigated everything. There are still a lot of mysteries in this school. If there are still questions to answer, then we haven't found the truth. And that means we can't give up. We can't give up before we reach the truth. Spoken like a true ultimate detective.
I understand.
Very well. I shall cooperate with your attempt to stop the killing game your way.
Thank you.
Kibo.
Listen closely.
But you have until dawn. I cannot wait any longer than that. Oh, I will not wait any longer than that. Till dawn?
Yeah.
Though dawn here is simply an illusion projected into the dome. We cannot stop the killing game by dawn.
100%.
I will destroy the Ultimate Academy and end the killing game myself. You're gonna end what now? Hi. Monokuma!
Didn't I tell you? It's impossible to end the killing game!
The Exisals, because the Cubs are back.
The game is forever eternal!
And the Cubs are officially back. Monokuma!
Why you?
He's back!
Unbelievable.
Why did I mix? Okay. Attempting to destroy the Special Academy is more than a violation of school regulations. It's an act of mutiny!
That's enough.
So what? You are certainly mistaken if you think I will allow this to continue. Is the robot malfunctioning? He must be. Why else would he be trying to defy me?
Let's do this!
Then let's kill him until he dies from it. Hell yeah!
Leave it to me.
Ripping a robot apart isn't gory at all, so I can go all out this time.
And that's that.
Pops, can we kill him, please? They're so brazen because they don't have any hair downstairs. What? Well, any last words? No, I'm just understanding this. When he says hair downstairs, did he talk about the time he kept going bald? They're all in battle mode.
Everyone!
This place is dangerous. You all need to get out of here.
Kibo!
Kibo, are you okay?
Yeah.
Shuji, please, find this truth that you mentioned earlier while I stall them.
Well then.
It's all in your hands now. Now go!
Okay.
Alright.
Never forgive rule breakers. Anyone who messes with the killing game must die!
Exercise assemble!
No, I won't let you run amok anymore. This killing game is over. In the name of Hope's Peak Academy, the symbol of hope itself, I will destroy the Ultimate Academy and bring down this monument to despair.
That's how it began. It's the war between Kibo and the Exosouls. Ultimate Academy became a battlefield. Is this our final truth? Goodbye, Danganronpa. Chapter 6. And the final chapter always begins on Deadly Life, because all we have to do is investigate. We ran to the entrance hall trying to escape the battle that was unfolding. Only 5 stand. Things have suddenly become really bad. So the robot uprising finally happened. It's what I always feared, but
Why you?
I never expected it to be like this.
Why?
But why did Monokuma leave a weapon like that in the research lab? He's pretty careless, isn't he? Still not safe. I'm not scared! I'm not scared!
Right?
Hey, what should we do?
Remember,
Just like I said before, we need to find the truth in order to end this killing game.
That means
Okay, but what do we need to look for? Obviously, we need to find the real identity of the mastermind behind this killing game.
what?
The mastermind? Is there really a mastermind in this academy?
Because
If the outside world is destroyed, then the mastermind must be in the school, right? Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, then in that case.
I don't know.
But I thought the only one stayed by the Gopher Project were 16 students.
Nope,
Don't you think it's possible someone may have infiltrated the Gopher Project?
that's right.
That someone could be the mastermind hiding somewhere in the school. Someone? You mean a remnant of despair, right? Is someone outside the academy besides Kokichi is a remnant of despair?
That's true.
We can find them and kill them, then this killing game should end. I don't know about killing them,
but
but there is a possibility that the mastermind is hiding somewhere in this academy. This complex is huge. There must be a place we haven't explored yet.
That's right.
It seems like it's worth a shot.
but
And that's not the only thing we have to find. To truly end this killing game, we must find the mastermind of despair.
that's
And also find hope.
Huh?
Hope?
remember.
Our home. Where we're going to live after this killing game ends. I know there is hope out there. We have to find it before we leave.
Jeez.
This isn't some fictional story, so I don't know. I don't think things will work out that well.
Hey.
Well, if we look for it, we just might find it. If we don't try, we'll never find anything.
Okay,
So we have to try.
That's true.
Since Kibo's distracting the exercise, we won't have to worry about violating school rules.
Okay.
There must be other rooms that we haven't investigated yet.
All right.
You're right. There's no point complaining. Let's all just do what we can. Well, if we all work together, everything will be alright, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't be difficult. No matter how impossible it seems, we'll accomplish it. Maki.
okay,
Yeah, that's right.
all right.
We need to find the hope and despair hidden in this academy. When all is revealed, the killing game will end.
Hey.
Then let's split up and start searching. We're gonna split up? But we were just in such a united mood! Well, we don't have enough time left to all go together, unfortunately.
You're right.
Right. We'll see each other soon.
All right.
Right, I should go too. We need to end this killing game before dawn. Yep, and the ceiling is still collapsing. Not looking too good. Luckily, they all got out of the room. A hole? Now this is time to test your bonds with your friends. Time to dawn and your bond with your friends will be displayed. The time to dawn and your bond with your friends will be displayed. Your bond increases, you can move large debris. So work hard to end this killing game before dawn breaks. There's an actual time limit here. Staircase. Why is there a staircase here? Staircase supposed to be unlocked by a mysterious item? Must be clues here. I have to investigate. There we go. The fact that it's actually timed. I don't know how I feel about this. How do I increase my bonds? That's what I need to do. Maybe that's the way to continue. It's broken, but from the store. This must be an ultimate lab. It isn't open, but there's only one ultimate lab left.
Okay.
It's Kokichi. It's the ultimate supreme leader's lab. The door isn't supposed to open. Perhaps they realize if a student dies before the ultimate research lab is open, then the lab will remain closed. If he was supposed to have broken the door, I should be able to get inside. I have to go inside. Kokichi's lab. So this is Kokichi's lab. Why does this look like the Batcave? So it certainly does have that evil organization feel. But there's nothing that would identify the members of Despair. Show them that the students of Hope Academy will never submit to Despair. Hope? Despair? Time Kaito was in the exosome. Didn't seem like he knew anything about the remnants of Despair. Kokichi and Kaito weren't there when we used the flashback light. But even without that memory, the truth is the same. The lab was made for Kokichi. There should be some link to the remnants. Perhaps it's hidden somewhere. I should investigate thoroughly. At least the time doesn't go down while you're actually searching. A supercar? Some kind of thing that members of the evil organization drive around? Wouldn't even organization really want to drive around in such flashy cars? This is more like a child's idea of what an evil organization would have. Shelf. A large table, one I imagine is used for strategy meetings. Nothing of any particular interest on top of the table. A toy helicopter? Is this Kokichi's? He has a drone helicopter. Helicopter controller. Okay. Don't think we really have time to fooling around with this. The controller's over there. We don't really have time to be controlling that. Okay, just want to make sure I get everything. Central chair. It's floating. It floats. This Kokichi's chair, definitely something a supreme leader would sit in. But something feels off. It's all too cliche. It feels as if this entire room is just an elaborate prank. There are matching shoes and suits of many colors here. If this is the Ultimate Supreme Leader's lab, are these uniform to the other members of the organization? There's some unsettling objects here. Gas masks, handcuffs. There are also wigs and glasses of disguises, I imagine, but they seem comical. That doesn't seem like something that the members of Despair would use. Book. It's a collection of files here, bound like a book. Complete history of Hope Peak Academy. Picked the book and began rapidly flipping through the pages. And inside... Again, Hope Peak! Information on Hope Peak Academy, Future Foundation, and the Remnants of Despair. Oh, this time it actually... Okay, so we got Sayaka's group, we have Mondo, and Oshima, and Makoto's interview with the principal. Well, Jin Kirigiri. Just Monokuma up there. Ah, it actually shows the Danganronpa 2 cast as well. Because if you look at the bottom of the page, it's just Hope Peak Academy. And then the bottom is the Danganronpa 2 cast. Again, the other cast is supposed to be Academy, but still. Cool that they actually showed that. But we've already remembered all this. We know this information. I don't suppose it'd make for a particularly useful clue. You don't suppose. No, something's not right. Something is off because the things written in this book.
Got a minute?
Do you really have time to read a book? Oh, I saw what Monokuma's plan was. So he tried to hide the truth in here because this lab should have been completely locked off. So, if anything, we should have not even gotten to see this book. Maki! Maki! I flinched in surprise. Maki peeked at the thick book in my hands. Complete history of Hope's Peak Academy? What's the point of reading this now? You already remember Hope's Peak Academy with the flashback light, didn't you?
No.
Yes, I thought that as well.
Hey,
Ah, Maki, this is perfect time. Will you come with me?
Huh?
For what?
is that
I
alright?
need you to tell me everything you remember about the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
Why?
But why?
That's...
I need to check something important. I don't really understand, but I just need to talk about it, right? She gave me a big, almost theatrical sigh, and then started speaking in bored narration.
It all began at Hope's Peak Academy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event
In human history.
The world was plunged into ruin, and humanity into the depths of despair.
By Junko Enoshima.
This tragic event was caused by a lone high school girl.
Yes. Junko.
The ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. In order to fulfill her plans to plunge humanity and the world into utter despair, she organized the killing game of Hope's Peak Academy's 78th class. Trapped by the ultimate despair, the 78th class was forced to participate in the killing game. But in the end, Junko Enoshima died at the hands of the very killing game she masterminded. With her death, the despair outbreaks ended, and the world slowly began to recover. But the remnants of despair continued to carry out Junko's legacy of despair. The Future Foundation was established to fight against them, and their war raged on. Until one day, when the war suddenly ended.
I'm trying to make sure there's a pot in the mic. It's not the fan. I saw this fan on. So I'm gonna kick that to the side. Alright.
The meteorites,
Oh,
right?
we got caught in the mic
You can
anyways.
skip that part.
The meteorites, you can
Is
skip
that
that. Do you remember anything about the new Hope's Peak Academy? That's Hope's Peak Academy.
It was later rebuilt by former members of the Future Foundation and resumed operations. They continued to scout students who possessed ultimate level talent, and that's all we know.
This doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense because what Maki just told me is exactly what I remember. Then what is written in this book? Are they just lies? Or are they... Turn to one of the pages almost without thinking.
What's wrong?
No.
It's just the afterword written on the last page. It says that these documents were collected by several esteemed researchers. It's the most thorough, accurate book written on the subject. Well, it says it's a complete history, so what's the problem? Problem is, if this is true, history of Hope's Peak Academy. We can't ignore these inconsistencies. I should investigate more. In order to investigate this, I need to know more about Kokichi. I found this in his lab, after all.
Hey,
Maki, I think I'm gonna go to Kokichi's room now. Why Kokichi's room? I have to verify something. Determine which things he said were the truth and which were lies.
okay.
Including if he really was a remnant of despair.
What are you trying to pull?
There's no doubt that he was a remnant of despair because in that memory.
Okay.
Well, whatever. If that's what you want to do, then I won't stop you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I never would have imagined this. That Kokichi's lie might be the breakthrough we need to find the truth. I mean, he said he was trying for that. Yikes. Flashy. What is this? What's happening? What the flat? Oh, is this the delayed flashback light? Was this the delayed flashback light? Oh, the Makoto kid.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello. Are you one of the chosen for the Gopher Project?
Gopher Project?
I saw you on a flyer on the ground.
That's the Remnants of Despair's doing. Gopher Project participants are classified.
Are you one of them? I'm really good at remembering faces.
Yeah, get that a lot. Just a case of mistaken identity, I'm afraid. They're all students from Hope's Peak Academy, aren't they? I'm just a normal high school student. I don't any special talent.
I see. But you look just like him.
Don't worry about that. Hey, listen, should you really be outside right now? The meteor...
I'm not scared of them. Because my dad told me the Future Foundation will take care of those meteorites. If the Gopher Project succeeds, then the meteorites won't fall down.
Is that how that works?
No, I've heard the Gopher Project doesn't exist to save us. Have you heard the rumor? All the participants died in an accident.
You're wrong! They didn't die!
How would you know that?
Because those people are the heroes that will save the world, right?
The Gopher Project wasn't created to save us. Never mind.
Heroes don't die. Heroes don't give up. That's why they're still alive. Because they're heroes.
Heroes?
There's no point in fighting with a little kid. Ugh. That was a memory, right?
No.
It's from that flashback light. The very delayed one. I think that special effect is delayed. Shuichi, just now, that must have been the flashback light, the one that Monokuma used after Kaito's trial.
Huh?
After Kaito's trial? Hey, what did you remember? That memory. It's from where I tried to get away from the Gopher Project and threw away my talent.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the same thing. Why? Why did Monokuma give us that memory? And will we experience another flashback light like the one we just saw? I don't know, but I can't hesitate now.
Hey!
Maki, let's focus on the investigation. There are a lot of things we need to check.
Well...
You're in the Kokichi's room, right? Then I'll go with you.
Huh?
You will.
Because...
Something about him concerns me. That's why I want to check. She looks worried. That flashback...
Do you want to die?
What, do you want to die again with this? Nothing. Let's go. Even so. A hero, huh? Friendship power! Can move even more the breed into 4. Hi, Maki. What do you guys say?
Well...
Back when we abandoned our ultimate task to skip the Gopher Project, I chose to walk a different path than that of an assassin. In the end, I was dragged back.
No.
Nothing. Now's the time to think about that.
Hey.
Let's go Kokichi room. That's what you wanted, right? Can I just warp? I cannot. Okay, something I want to... Actually, let's read this real quick. Proof that you cleared Chapter 5, Mental Kaita that depicts his fantasies of the universe. Okay, let's leave. And we can't warp either. Oh, I guess there's more debris in the area now? Or not? I'm guessing the investigation's gonna be a bit short. Short-ish. Okay. Looks like we have to face the outside. Top of the morning! Jacksepticeye. Just now hearing those. Kibo. School's slowly being destroyed. I wouldn't be surprised if the dorms fell. Before that happens, I should investigate Kokichi. I know, it wouldn't be fun if we came all this way just to get crushed by debris. Right then. Kokichi. Kokichi Yoma's room. Shit. The Rantaro effigy. Did he actually keep that? He kept Rantaro's effigy. So this is Kokichi's room. What is he doing with Rantaro though? I don't know where he got all this stuff, but he hoarded a lot of things. That's something, but we should investigate it. Right. Let's get in this room. We might learn more about Kokichi. Kokichi said that he was the leader of an organization opposed to the Gopher Project. There's the cubs right there. Okay, he has them organized. He's trying to figure out if Shuichi's trustworthy. He thinks the Monokubs are annoying. He sees Himeko, Tsumugi, Kaito, Maki, and Kibo as suspicious. He thinks Kibo is weird. Okay, I gotta get closer with that. I need to see what the hell's going on with the board. In the effort, he tried to take the position of the mastermind. But I have to remember that the organization was the remnants of despair. She was the leader of the remnants of despair. In the real, but is that the real truth? I feel like there's more. Maybe a lie in there. Maybe a lie in there. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Not Rantaro's effigy. Hey, I want to ask you something. What is it, Maki? Kaito believes Kokichi. He believes that someone's watching his killing game.
What do you mean?
What do you think? Kokichi does have a compelling point. Killing game only makes sense if there's an audience. Why else would there be all these rules designed to make it more interesting? It's just like Junko and Oshima's killing game from the past. Nekuma is particularly strict about upholding the rules and livening up the killing game. Is it because someone's watching? But we're all that's left of humanity, aren't we?
I don't understand.
Maybe he did say it was to show someone no one else is alive anywhere else, right? Wonder if someone really did infiltrate this place. That is a mystery. But all mysteries conceal some truth. There's still truth to find in this killing game. Whether that truth is hope or despair is another matter entirely. The killing game. Not Rantaro's effigy. And I can't see the board either. Is Cubs bad? It's a Mana Cubs bad. They were given to all of us as motives during Kurumi's case. In the motive videos, we switched up, and we each got someone else's video.
That's true.
I don't believe it's motive video, it's Kokichi's. There's no point in looking, is there? No, we should check. I want to know what he knew. It would explain his actions. Press my finger to the pad, the video started playing. Oh, it is Kokichi's.
Alright! By popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further
It's not gonna be like
ado,
Ryoma, we didn't have anyone else, right?
Kokichi's...
Kokichi Oma, the ultimate supreme leader. He caused mayhem the world over as the leader of the secret organization, DICE. And by mayhem, I mean petty nonviolent crimes and harmless pranks.
He was very petty.
Anyway,
But he was still
10 loyal goons working for him.
to just 10, not 10,000.
These goons were like friends and family, the most important people in his life.
So just petty pranks, no actual crime. He's still supreme leader.
But then, a terrible event befell those precious people. What kind of event? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
No.
So this was Kokichi's motive video. Why did he have his own motive video? Did he exchange it with someone else?
No.
Or maybe he was given his own motive video from the start. I guess much like Kurumi.
I see.
No, so Kurumi wasn't the only one who got their own motive video. Well, either way, it doesn't matter anymore. That is true, but the content of the motive video is disconcerting. It's inconsistent with the information we already know about Kokichi, but what can I deduce from that? I never thought that motive video would be a concern now. Kokichi gathering all these pieces of evidence was coincidence, right? Collected evidence. This is the hidden camera I set up at the library. And this is the inner tube that was floating in the pool. And this is the book from the caged child seance. He was gathering all the evidence from the past incidents. The murder weapons aren't here, but why on earth was he gathering all this? No, it's pointless to try and understand what he was thinking. Perhaps you're right. There's nothing but collected evidence here. What else was he whoring? Box of documents. Not hoarding, whoring. There are several cardboard boxes filled with documents. These look like blueprints. Blueprints? They're mostly drawings of childish fantasy weapons like ray guns and beam swords. One of the electro hammer and electro bomb blueprints are here. Maybe he drew whatever it came to mind and then selected a few for me to create.
I don't understand.
Looking at everything, a lot of these childish designs seem impossible to create. That might have been Kokichi's intention. His intention?
Remember.
He could have prepared a few fake blueprints to mask the real ones. It's nearly impossible to check all of them, lowering the chance someone would find it. You mean there might be something important hidden among this stuff?
You're right.
There's a possibility, but we don't have time to look. Then I'll do it. Huh? Maki took a seat in front of one of the boxes and began searching the blueprints. Maki?
Thank you.
No problem. Covered just about everything in Kokichi's room.
Hey,
If you're done, you can leave. I'm gonna check the blueprints. But
because...
we rely on you the most, especially in this situation. Throughout your Kaito's sidekick. Maki. Before you go, I found something strange that I want you to look at. Something strange? This isn't a will. Is this a real will?
Is this...
I think it's a real will, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's fake. He was a liar after all. But if it's real, why did he leave it? Left this information in case his plan failed. He did? I don't think he would do something like that. Well, we should look inside, then we'll know more. When I opened the envelope, a small piece of paper fell out. A second message, the wall next to the boiler. It's in the wall next to the boiler in the rear garden. It's probably another one of his horrible pranks. I'm not sure about that. Should investigate this case. It might be an important clue.
Okay.
Do what you want. Just don't waste any time. It'll be dawn before you know it.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, I should head to the boiler in the garden. She's supposed to have a second message on the wall next to the boiler in the garden. No idea where I'm going. The wall next to the boiler. What could it be? Perhaps just a prank. Oh, here. Around here? The area used to be covered in grass. It's been completely removed. It shouldn't be hard to find it now. Ah. I let out a gasp when I saw it. Twins B.
Huh?
Twins B? Is this the second message? What could this possibly mean? If it was written by Kokichi like the other message, they meant to be read together?
Then...
In that case, it seems as though the message is incomplete. 2 mystery messages. The road is mine, Twins B. Serious messages. But if this is incomplete, what was Kokichi trying to... What was Kokichi trying to do by telling us? Again? More flashback. So it triggers multiple times? Shuichi Saihara. Do you have your ultimate memory back?
Yes.
Yes. The headmaster's supposed to be academy. I want to ask you to please cooperate with the Gopher Project. I do feel bad about this. I know how much you all wanted to run, even if it meant no longer being ultimate. Those of you who have to live on like this might be the real victims here. But the only people who can go through with this project are the 16 who haven't been infected. Fate of humanity rests on your shoulders.
The fate?
Is that Makoto Naegi? Is he the new headmaster?
What's the point?
It's the hair and everything.
Even if this ridiculous mission is a success and we all survive, what's the point? Why try so hard to save the seeds of humanity? I don't understand.
Perhaps you'll be the one to create that point. It's true that the situation you'll all be forced into is harsh. So harsh that you think it'd be better to just die. But I still want you all to live. Those of us who want to live but can't, you 16 who can live are hope itself. So please, I don't want to see you give up hope. I want you to keep hope alive. It's definitely Makoto Naegi, the new headmaster. Ah, my head! I remember something again. Well, Hope's Peak Academy, I'm going to participate in the Gopher Project. That moment, I heard something crumbling above me. Is there more hidden stuff? Kibo!
Are you alright?
Shuichi, what's wrong? Are you alright? Kibo! Yeah,
okay.
I'm okay. I'm sorry, I experienced a sudden flashback and my hand slipped.
Then...
Did you remember too, Kibo?
Yeah.
Yes, we're at the Academy about to sign on for the Gopher Project. What's Monokuma thinking? Have us remember that now?
As I thought.
It's probably trying to make us feel despair again. Despair? No, but these memories... I'm going right to one of me that's broken. It's nothing on the screen. Halfway to dawn.
Are you alright?
How'd your investigation go? Will you be able to end the killing game your way? It's going fine. I really just started. There are a lot of errors in this academy we haven't investigated. They said you can't investigate. Rantaro's lab is also inaccessible thanks to Monokuma's ridiculous rule.
Okay.
That's right. I'm concerned about that too. If only there was a way to get in. I will help you.
Huh?
Help me?
Logical.
By showing the door of the research lab, so you can enter it. If you could, that would really help.
Please.
And please head to his lab and I'll meet you there.
I'm worried.
Please, but be careful. Kuma will be after you for conducting the investigation without his permission. Things might not kill you outright, but they will definitely try to stop you.
Okay,
Right.
listen closely.
Things get dangerous, call me and I will deal with the exosols. You're going to help me, Kibo?
Yeah.
I'm not your enemy, that's why I'm helping you with the investigation. But only until the time limit expires at dawn. There's an actual time limit here. Did they just go back to the 3D model? Only until time limit, huh? Suppose he's still hell-bent on destroying this academy. Still, you've changed, Kibo. It's because of the situation or because he can't hear his inner voice. Right now, I should focus on Rantaro. He died before revealing his ultimate talent, but he seemed to know more than he did. Hey, I have a question. This might sound a little weird, but... does the term ultimate hunt ring a bell to anyone? Before we even remember that event, he knew about the ultimate hunt. But why? There'd be a clue somewhere that will lead us to the mastermind.
Alright.
I'm going to do everything I can, not giving up. Or no giving up. Won't give up on hope. I need to keep hope alive. And to do that, I need to get inside Rantaro's lab. Guys, did you unlock the Kibo gun? Hold A or RB near an X star to fill up energy. And just fill up to the max, Kibo will come to save you. Use it as you need it. Okay, so things can actually happen here. I'm scared. Oh boy. So not only are we tied, but now we have to avoid. Tempting you, but there's a lot you gotta know. Hold A when you're in exile to ask Kibo for help. There's no trick to it or anything.
Leave it to me, everyone.
Intercept! There goes Monokid. Oh, we can barely run. And okay, so that's another area for later. We can't exactly run either. Can't do that either. Top of the morning! Top of the morning! Top of the morning! Wrong lab. Oh, we can't even see the map anymore. The fact that we gotta go through all this all the way to the top floor. Yeah, she doesn't run as fast anymore. I think this is the floor. Oh wait, there's another floor to go. Nasuke's exosol.
Pops!
Help your boy, Pops! Also, that was very loud. Here we go. Alright, we're on the floor. Also, there's a Monokuma over there. Why can we still collect these this chapter? I'm still going for them. Fuck it. Let's move. Top of the morning, everyone. I'm Irish. I could say this. Here we go. Toes lap. Keeper breaks down this door. There he goes. Key boy.
Shuichi!
Thank you for waiting. That was one hell of an entrance.
Listen closely.
I was at the door at once. Please stand back, Shuichi. Okay.
Please.
Well then, I leave the rest to you. If there's anything else you would like to access but can't, please call me. We'll blast open the entrance just like I did for you now. And then just as soon as he came, Kiba left. Anywhere I'd like to access. If I can go anywhere with Kiba's help, does that mean I could get in there too?
No.
No, Rantaro's case first. I need to investigate his lab. I don't know where there is he talking about. Let's enter this void.
Alright.
Let's make Enigma lab. Finally, this is Rantaro's lab. But what kind of room is this? It's almost frightening. Well, what's his talent? I thought I understood once I came. I understand once I came here. Himiko.
I don't know.
I don't get it at all. Himiko.
Hey, Shuichi.
Was the explosion that sound of you breaking down this door's lab? That's pretty drastic.
No.
No, that wasn't me. It was Kibo. But what even is this place? It's got an awful atmosphere.
Okay.
Looks like some kind of puzzle room.
Then,
So maybe he was the ultimate quiz king? And he got that title by winning game shows? Not sure. We should investigate first.
fine.
Then I shall help you. Be happy! The legendary mage is your sidekick! Yeah, that makes you feel better. So Kibo was the one who broke down the door of this place. But now Kibo is a completely different person from the guy who hated looking sci-fi.
No.
Or actually, I guess I should say he's a completely different robot now.
Eh?
Yeah, maybe.
I see.
That Kibo isn't the real one. It's probably a spare K2, K1, aka K2B. I don't think so. He doesn't have a spare. He's the same Kibo. But it's true that he has changed quite a bit. K2, K1. Is that a vault? It doesn't look like a normal vault.
Thing.
This vault's door it's like a puzzle. Look at the two dials. The dial on the right is labeled A and it has a bunch of Chinese zodiac animals on it. The one on the left is labeled B and has a bunch of different astrological signs on it. So it looks like if we move both the dials to the right things, the vault will open. It says something about a hint somewhere in the academy. Yeah? Was there really a hint?
It'll be okay.
Oh, we don't need to think so hard. We just gotta try every combination.
How about that?
So if there's 12 Chinese zodiac animals and 12 astrological signs, it's just 12 times 12. That's 144. Too many to try all the combinations at random.
What's that?
Then do you know the answer? Because I don't get it at all.
Hey.
Wait a minute, let me think. There's an A and a B dial, one with the Chinese zodiac and the other with the astrological symbols. The zodiacs that connect to the astrological symbols. in a hidden summoners academy. I'm sure I could solve this. Shuichi, I know it, Yada, you just now, but talk to me when you're stuck.
With my magic.
That should help you have an epiphany. I am legendary mage after all. Yeah, thank you. It's no time. I have to try. I should inspect these dials. If I can't figure it out, I can ask Himiko. Why are you so happy? A hint somewhere in the academy. Wonder if it's like a diagram or some letters. It'd be a problem if it was some big object. Hey, I'm almost got it figured out. Do I just not have enough mana? I feel as though I'm right on the cusp of discovering something. If I keep talking to Himiko, something will come up. A dial labeled A with 12 Chinese zodiac signs and dial labeled B with 12 astrological signs. So we need to think about A, B, the Chinese zodiac, and astrological signs. Those are the clues to opening this vault. Yeah, I feel like there was something, but... Yeah, clues somewhere in this academy, but I can't think of any. Maybe it was hidden really well.
No.
There must be a hint of some kind. There would be no point if no one saw it.
Could it be
Some psychological blind spot. Psychological blind spot, huh? That's a magical concept. Magical concept? There's a technique mages use when casting spells. For example, when we cast big spells, we add a bunch of flashy over-the-top stuff.
How about that?
Let the audience focus on all that stuff to hide the source of our magic. Source of magic, like the method behind it? Of course the magic is very advanced, you know. Even if the source of magic for my spells was leaked, not just anyone could copy them. Usually don't need to hide it, but it's better safe than sorry.
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, maybe the clue was hidden from us like that. Probably already saw it, but we didn't know about it. We didn't know it's a clue yet. I think we already saw. Ah! That's it! Himiko's right! Of course. Kokichi's message. This world is mine. Kokichi Oma. Horse A. Horse A and Twins B. When going to first saw the message, it read Horse A. Okay, I guess that's all it was supposed to say, and then Kokichi just messed with it. But maybe Kokichi adding to that message was just a diversion. Horse A. Think about it that way. The other message. Then Twins B. So the horse on A and the twins on B. Twins B. Okay, I got it. Those two messages are clues. Did I talk to her again?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Your face looks like you remember something. Yes, I think I got something. What? Really?
Hey,
Now let's try it out. As your sidekick, I watch over you. Keep watching over me. There's no time. I have to test my deduction. Turn the vault dials according to the message I saw.
What?
What's the matter, Shuichi? Did you lose your confidence after coming this far? No, it's just... Times like this, the truth will hit you like a bullet. You just need to read it.
Huh?
Like a bullet? Yeah, what am I saying? Those words just came to me from somewhere. To the vault. Kind of running out of time here. So, horse A. I don't know which one it is twins. I guess I have to keep trying. Oh, that was.
Alright.
Yes, it opened. I don't know how it opened, but what did all this mean?
Is that alright?
In the academy is the message that Kokichi wrote. It was a clue for these dials.
If I remember correctly.
The original message was written over.
Remember.
And once I first saw it, it just said horse A. Kokichi added more to it. But that was just a diversion.
Okay.
Horse A was actually the complete clue.
Oh my!
Oh, I see. So the A dial should be on the horse. So the Chinese zodiac on dial A, sorry, Himiko voice. Chinese zodiac on dial A was horse. The other hint was hidden in the rear garden.
Remember.
Said twins B.
I see.
God, the B dial should be on Gemini. Yeah, my sister's zodiac.
That's it.
Yes, the astrological sign on dial B was Gemini. Yay! Yeah, so that's what it meant. Thanks to deductions, everything's all cleaned up. Just hear it go jumping like that's funny.
Why?
But why did Kokichi add all that stuff to it?
That's true.
He was trying to make himself seem like he was the mastermind. He needed us to believe it. He's trying to be the mastermind. Yeah, causing us problems even after he's dead. He's such a pain. Let's see what's in the vault. If it was that difficult to get in here, there must be something important inside. I'm getting nervous. Is it okay if I barf first? Do you feel nauseous when you're nervous? Right, back to the vault. It's gonna be dawn soon. Peeked into the open vault and found a USB stick. The Monokuma pattern must mean there's something here, but how do we check inside? I could use that thing in this lab. Oh, there's a computer right there, right. Right here.
Okay.
Looks like it still works. If I put the USB stick in here, I should be able to check the data. Grabbed the USB from the safe and plugged it into the laptop. Found a single file.
Could it be
A video? I opened the file and... Rantaro.
Hey there. Guess I don't have to introduce myself, huh?
Ugh. Taking my surprise, I gasped and stopped without the video without thinking. What is this?
Sorry.
That was Rantaro, right?
Thing.
He probably recorded it in here before he died.
No.
No, that couldn't be the case. The video was clearly recorded in Rantaro's lab. Oh, he recorded here before he died. He didn't have access to his lab before he died.
If I remember correctly.
But we were only able to get inside the room just now.
No.
It was supposed to open after Gonta's case, but because Rantaro was already dead, it was locked permanently. But thanks to Kiba, we were able to get inside.
But
Knowing all that, how could Rantaro have recorded a video in this room? That might be true, but should we check the video first? Shouldn't we check the video first? Ah, yes, right. I turned on the laptop once again, and with a trembling hand, I played the video.
I get that this is probably pretty confusing seeing yourself like this. Guess I should start from the beginning. First things first, I am you. No tricks, no actors. It's you. The reason you don't remember recording this is because that memory was erased. Think of this video as a message from the Rantaro before you lost your memory
Rantaro to
to the
Rantaro.
Rantaro after you lost your memory. So, let's get to it then. The reason I recorded this footage. I won the right to a special perk for participating in the killing. Part of that perk is this video message. Monokuma said he was gonna make some kind of puzzle for you. The fact that you're watching this means that you've solved it. Also, you can't share this with anyone. If you catch Monokuma shooing anyone away from you, that's why. There's another part to this perk. Something you get at the start of the game. I bet you know what I'm talking about. Something you've had from the start. Now, I thought that if you were smart, you'd have used it to end the killing game. But if you're watching this, that obviously didn't work out. Life's never easy, huh? Well,
Still chill
anyway,
about it.
That's the perk. Other than that, it's just like all the others. You go in, they wipe your memories, and you start killing. That's the way it is. Now, Monokuma probably already told you this, but just in case, this killing game will continue until there are only 2 people left. Now, the important part of that rule is that...
Buzz.
Looks like they didn't want me saying that, huh?
Just his reaction to that.
Guess we'll have to solve that little mystery. But hey, you're smart. You know we can do it. Oh, there is one more thing. Well, the truth is, this isn't your first killing. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game.
Rantaro Amami, the ultimate survivor.
That's why you get this perk, the survivor perk. But it's not all fun and games. Anyone who finds out who you are is going to come for you. So watch your back. Trust no one. And never forget, you wanted this killing game. So you have to win.
Rantaro wanted this killing game, excuse me?
No matter what.
What? Rantaro's video message. So he's the ultimate survivor, and he wanted this killing game?
Huh?
What is this? This isn't the first killing game? Killing game that he wanted?
What's that mean?
Shuichi, what did all that mean? Who was Rantaro Amami?
If I remember correctly.
He said he survived the last killing game and that video is part of the survivor perk.
Then...
He was the ultimate survivor and expert at death games.
Why?
And then, why did he die so quickly?
remember.
Remember what he said?
Anyone who finds out who you are is gonna come for you.
What's that mean?
The one that was coming for him, was he talking about Kaede?
No.
No, she didn't know Rantaro's identity. She thought he was the mastermind. Then, who was the one that knew Rantaro's true identity?
Could it be...
The real mastermind would have known.
Then,
In other ways, the mastermind hidden in this academy set Rantaro to be killed? I believe so.
Well...
For now. And he said he wanted this killing game. Why would he want that? If he hadn't done such a stupid thing, he probably wouldn't have been killed. Another killing game. Why was he even participating in the first place? What were the other killing games? What was the other killing game? Because the killing game
I
is...
don't know.
There was another thing. Rantaro said Survivor perk had another part, right? But what's the other part?
You're right.
He said he had it at the start of the game. We found his body.
If I remember correctly.
All they had on him was his room key and the monopad. That monopad was the same student handbook we had.
Then,
It might still be left in his dorm room.
Okay.
I apologize, guys. Yes, it could be. Then imagine Rantaro, the first victim, would come up again like this. Again! It's happening. Flashback. This flashback light activates multiple times. Oh.
Yo, Shuichi! I heard you're finally gonna take part in the Gopher project. Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you sure you're not overdoing it?
You're the one who's overdoing it. You should be resting at home.
You know I can't do that. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to go to school. It won't get any better if I rest.
Hope's Peak Academy is working hard to create an antivirus.
Even if they do find a cure, the meteorites are still gonna be a problem for us. Hey, man! Don't look so sad! You're about to go on an adventure, right? Now that I think about it, 16 boys and girls going on a space trip together. You guys gonna do it?
No.
What are you guys talking about?
Congrats, Shuichi. I heard there are some hot girls there.
I told you, don't look so sad. I don't know if I can stand it. I don't believe everyone behind.
You have to go. I'm begging you. Shuichi, you're our pride. You know that?
Yeah, you have to do it. For us. We're leaving everything to you.
If things get too rough, then just remember all the fun times we had together. So, don't give up. You're our hope. I'm everyone's...
So, is it just feeding us hope now to give us despair later? That memory? Might have to remember my friends now of all times. Because Monokuma's doing. He made us remember this. Why? Why make us remember that? Memory is no cause for despair. That's right. There's no way we can give up. I promise I'd do my best for them. There's no way I can give up.
okay?
So looking for the other part of Rantaro's survivor perk, right? Leave it to me. Yeah, I'll check every nook and cranny of this room with my magic, of course. Breathing hard, Himiko ran off. What does all this mean? What are lies? What is the truth? We should bond. More debris than before. So to Rantaro's room, I suppose?
That's true.
I inspect every inch, get as many as I can. I should go there next. There's no time to standing around. We only have until dawn to investigate. Keep it destroys the door like last time. I should be able to get in there. I don't know where there is. Ah, Shuichi, I finally found you. Mugi, what's wrong? I was checking Kaito's research lab up on the 6th floor, but
What is it?
he was attacked, demolished the wall of the school, and caused a new room to appear. A new room?
Yeah.
And it's a really weird room, too. Anyway, come with me. Mugi spoke almost encouragingly and then walked on ahead. I can't ignore that. But I have no choice. I'll go there later and head to the 6th floor right now. I'm guessing he's talking about like Kaede's lab or something? Anyways, we gotta move up. I have to head all the way down. It's like Kaito's lab, right? Right? We gotta go all the way down now. And head to where the gym is. We really have time to be doing this. The fact that suddenly we don't really run very fast anymore. Ah, it's so disorienting. Can't go there yet. Alright. That's off limits.
Leave it to me, everyone.
Intercept. Mana Kids thing again. He's behind us? Pattern door. Oh, here we go. Disorienting as you know it. That made me, I don't know. I think the last time I felt this dizzy was when doing the one of the terribly hard puzzles in Ultra Despair Girls. Oh, but the projection's off now. A new room. That must be that. It must be that, right? The room's really weird, isn't it? I can't figure it out.
Okay.
I'll try looking around. This is the cockpit of a spaceship. Of course, it's a simulator. Document here the Gopher Project mock we found. Boys and girls of exceptional talent. It's us. The Ultimate Academy itself is our head to the new world. I don't know what kind of room it is on the other side of that hole, but definitely a weird room. Large hole. Went to the large hole in the wall and slipped into the next room. The cold sleep room. This is...
Hey!
Right, this room's really weird, isn't it? I can't figure it out. Suppose it's possible that... Oh, more. Another one. What is it this time? So this one flashback light triggers multiple times. Just Shuichi Saihara. Everyone. So I guess this is where we're all put to sleep. Let's begin then.
Wait!
Hold on, I'm not mentally ready yet. Well, probably robots still need to mentally wrap themselves the way humans do. Actually, do robots even need to be put in cold sleep?
That's robophobic.
Still a teenager just like you all. I should feel lonely if I were the only one still awake. I would feel lonely if I was them. It's really okay. It's been my first time in cold sleep, so I'm just plain nervous. You know, I let the whole plane thing slide because this was technically before I gave her the band. It's the same for all of us. But you know, it's a man's dream to leave Earth behind and travel across the stars. What a careless guy.
Fucking moron!
Ah, fucking idiot is more like it. Who are you calling an idiot? Here we go again. Okay, break it up. We gotta be friends here. Don't start fighting with each other. Friends, you say?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, we're friends from here on out. Even though you just met us, you don't even know what we're like.
Because...
Well, 16 of us are going to be here together from now on.
Yeah.
Might be hard, but let's try to take it one step at a time. We might fight at first, but we shouldn't forget about believing in each other.
Yeah, that's right.
We all went through such difficult times, so I think we can all become good friends. Right? What do you say? Gonta agree. Gonta want to be friends with everyone.
That is correct.
After we make out from cold sleep, we'll have no choice but to live together.
Right.
So we all better get along. We're already friends. Even Atwa says that we're friends. Yeah, sounds like a pain, but okay, I guess. Oh, you're right. Hey, what about you?
Huh?
Me? Yes, of course. I see. I'm glad. No matter how many times we fight, we smile in the end. That's what true friendship is. Be cool if we could be like that, all 16 of us.
Right.
Yes, I agree. As long as we leave the degenerate males out. Again, here we go. I think us guys should be included too.
Oh, right.
Let's do it. It'll probably be a couple of years before we all see each other again. Let's all work together and do our best.
That's right.
Yes, because we are humanity's last hope.
All right.
Alright, let's all get some shut-eye. I'll see you guys later. So we were asleep for years? Put to an unconscious state for years. I remember now. This room was the room when we went into cold sleep. Samuki, you remember too?
Okay.
It's the room. We're put into cold sleep for the Gopher Project. It's where the 16 of us first met. But back then, we all said we'd work together. We promised to become friends. And now we're killing each other. Why did it have to end up like this? It's Monokuma's fault. Monokuma and the true mastermind controlling him. The real mastermind hanging in this academy is making us do all this, right? Hey, Switch, let's fight them no matter what and end this killing game for good. And then let's finally fulfill that promise we all made. There's a lot of us missing now, but it's not too late.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Let's move. When we first met here and when we met again after waking up, both times Kaede told us we should all become friends.
Okay.
You're right, it really is like Kaede. Samuki?
No.
Nah, it's nothing. Documents. There's some documents up on the table. The Gopher Project participants list. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. I found it when I was here earlier. Anything I particularly know? All of our profiles are written here. Most of it is stuff we already know, but that's not the important part. It's about Kaede. What about Kaede? She has a twin. A twin? Yeah, it seems like she has a younger twin sister. Said her sister was adopted by a relative and they barely had any contact, but it's a little worried because Junko and Ashima also had a twin sister. Mukuro. True, but
That reminds me.
on top of that, Junko used her twin sister to run her killing game from behind the scenes. I mean, it's probably just a coincidence, but I thought I should mention it to you, Shuichi. Yes, thank you. This is the first time I'm hearing a Kaede has a twin. Is that relevant? Doesn't really matter, does it? Go for project participant list. Seems like their battle has gotten more intense. Wonder if they're gonna be okay. It seems like the building's gonna break soon.
I remember correctly.
People say give us until dawn, but there's a chance that Monokuma will defeat Kibo before that, right? Either way, we should hurry. What are you gonna do now? The place we should investigate. Found it right after the killing game started, but it's been closed this whole time.
Could it be?
You mean?
Okay.
Yes, hidden room in the back of the library. Ah, that place. Kibo's help. I'm inside. Positive. Get inside. You're right. I'll go with you. Please tell me I can remember where the library is. Library's on the second floor, right? I actually don't remember. Especially when we're being thrown into situations like this. We just gotta spin and 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 to make my head turn. I want a donut right now for some reason. Ah, my head. I hate that so much. Can Kaito's ambitions just be on ground level sometime? I do believe it's on the second floor. The library. Just that I don't exactly remember what the library is. I'm hoping it's on the second floor. Oh no, it's in the basement.
Leave it to me, everyone.
Let's move. So now we're going to the basement. Screens. That's the game room. So this is the library right here. Ah, Maki's here too. Maki! I knew you would come here. If you're reinvestigating old areas, you have to come here eventually. Before you do, listen to what I have to say.
Okay.
Is that about the blueprints? Have you looked through all of them? Yeah, I have. Something caught my eye that worried me. Although I'm not sure how significant it is. Hey Maki, what was in all those blueprints you were looking through?
Okay.
Found a design that worried me a little. It was drawn with too much detail. Looks like a vacuum. What a peculiar shape. Oh wait, is this the design for the electro hammer? The machine that sucks up bugs called the bug vac. Would it have been used to, would it have been used against Gonta?
Huh?
A bug vac? Kokichi came with the design, but I thought there weren't any bugs inside of Gonta's lab.
No.
Now that you mention it. Well, that because of tiny bugs. Bugs? I thought vermin were nowhere to be seen in this academy. Yeah, Gonta think that before, but when you walk in the corner, Gonta think you see tiny bug. But being so tiny, and Gonta no could see it, and Gonta have 20 over 0.625 eyesight. So maybe Gonta just make mistake, but Gonta think. No, maybe Gonta just see things.
Remember,
Gonta was always seeing small bugs, but Gonta said he was just seeing things.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Kokichi asked me to invent that to see for himself. So maybe you actually made this?
Okay.
After I found design, I went to Miu's research lab and found a prototype that she was still working on.
Hey.
This is it. It's maybe a prototype, but it seems to be functional already. Suction vac is already finished. The suction function. And she said that Maki flipped the switch on the machine and that's a pretty strong suction. So she can vacuum all the bugs around you at once. Nothing in it. Yeah, it looks like it was used several times, but it doesn't seem like they caught any. Maki sighed and turned off the bug catcher.
I see.
Then does that mean there are no bugs? They were just going to the imagination after all?
Okay.
That's probably the case. Well, even if there were bugs, I don't know how that would be a clue.
Sure.
But I want to tell you, especially since I spent a lot of time investigating it. Right, thank you. Are these bugs really just going to the imagination? Must be more to it than that. If the imagination just kept happening constantly.
Ah.
You guys were here? Yeah, you're all gonna meet up. Why didn't anyone tell me? I couldn't find anyone, so I was starting to get worried. I just cried. Sorry. Where were you up till now? You were at Rantaro's room, right? Did you find anything interesting? What is this expression? Okay, Himiko, spit it out. Himiko, did you find anything in Rantaro's room? I'm not gonna tell you, stop asking me, shut up, leave me alone! Why? If you say I didn't find anything, you're gonna decide I'm useless, aren't you? I won't let that happen. So I guess you didn't find anything.
It's okay.
Don't worry, I wasn't expecting anything from you anyway. That's just as bad! Hold up. If it isn't in Rantaro's room, then where is his survivor perk? Did he find anything on his body? Did he hide it somewhere before he died? But hiding it in your room would be the safest place for it. Someone take it?
What's wrong?
Shuichi, what's wrong?
You're right.
Hey, we're going to check what's behind the hidden door, right? Let's hurry and do it.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Hidden room door is where Rantaro was investigating before he died. Might be something in there that could be a valuable clue. Let's investigate the hidden door. Hey, we're going to check. Let's hurry and do it. Then the moving bookcase. The hidden door is revealed when the bookcase swings open. The door has been locked this entire time. There we go. Now just gotta get Kibo to blow it up, I suppose. With Kibo's help, we might be able to open it. Door that can only be opened with a card key. There must be something here. Maybe the mastermind is hiding behind this hidden door.
That's true.
Then if we kill them, we can end this killing game.
No.
No, I told you, we can't kill them. If you do that, we'd be the same.
Huh?
Another flashback? Oh no. Monetaro's Exisol.
You guys have been doing whatever you feel like, huh? You can't just go anywhere you want without permission. Father'll get mad. I don't like it when Father gets mad. So before he finds out about this, I'm gonna destroy you all!
Yep.
Damn it! Everyone run!
And then he's gonna destroy the door by accident or something. Or just Kibo.
I can't move!
Just stay put, for now.
Kiba, you saved us! As a reward, I use my magic to turn you to a real boy! Pinocchio. So you need me to open that door, right? Okay. Yes, please. Are you ignoring me? Well, because it's my... There's nothing I can do this since I need to charge my...
Listen closely.
Please stand back. It's dangerous to be too close. That tense comment. After that terse comment, Kibo aimed his rocket launch at the door. Terse? There we go. He destroyed the bookcase too, so the hidden door is completely destroyed. Yep, it's just a room now. It's no longer hidden because the bookcase is destroyed now.
Yes.
The door is open. We can finally enter. No, the mastermind's hiding in there, no doubt about it. But it's okay to just go in there. What if we get attacked or something? Then we'll just have to strike back. I would join you, but I need to hold off the exosalts here.
Well then.
Shuichi, it's all up to you. Please cast the mastermind no matter what. Okay, got it. Mastermind isn't here? Certainly is a possibility. We should be careful. Right, no time to discuss. Let's move.
Then...
Alright, let's go. I'll go in first. I'm the only one who can fight if anything happens. Oh yeah, please. Led by Monkey, we'll walk through the hidden door. Secret room. Whoa, what the hell? This is the hidden room. It's much bigger than I expected.
Wait.
This room's atmosphere.
Seems like...
Doesn't that remind you of the Moments of Despair that admired Junko Enoshima? Mastermind's killing game must be hiding in here. Yeah, where's the mastermind hiding? Here.
Huh?
Huh?
What is it?
Was that Monokuma's voice just now? Yahoo! Welcome to the final stage. Guess it's time for the final boss to make their debut.
What?
Where's that voice coming from? It needs to come from the trash can? Oh, it's not good to ignore the final boss! Oh, it's afraid to offer you half the word if you join me, but never mind. Can I still ignore you? Oh shit, it's almost time. Oh, we have to go, we have to go, we have to go! Something draped in fabric. It looks suspicious. Cautiously lift up the fabric and... That is freaky. A Monokuma head? You found me! Or rather, you just found a place that you were meant to find. At any rate, you can't end the killing game. The killing game was born from the womb of despair. Starting with the killing game at Hope Peak Academy, created by the Ultimate Despair. They're all connected. The killing game is despair itself. What is this? Are you Monokuma?
Hey,
Of course, but I'm not just any Monokuma. I'm the overseer of the killing game and the source of all Monokumas. So I've been given a special name, Mother Kuma. Mother Kuma? Then the machine that makes spare Monokumas is Academy.
Yeah?
Oh, that's me.
Here.
You see this amazing machine behind me? You create spare Monokumas, all I gotta do is copy over my thoughts and...
Yahoo!
Presto! I give birth to myself! Spare Monokuma, can they be made that easily? I thought they were advanced robots.
No way!
Oh yeah, that's why I'm so amazing.
No,
That might be a lie. It's trying to trick us with fake information.
that's true.
Anyone can see this thing is giving too much information far too conveniently.
No way!
But it's not a lie. I can make spirits really easily.
That's true.
Could you do that right now? Yeah, try and make a new Monokuma. Huh? What's wrong?
What?
Can't birth a Monokuma for someone who doesn't love me. What about after it's born, huh? Did you think about that? Take some responsibility. Whatever, just give birth to a Monokuma.
Refuse!
No, I won't do it. I'm not gonna birth one for someone I don't like because they tell me to.
This is stupid.
Hurry up and give birth to a Monokuma.
Hey!
Yo, listen, we said to give birth to a new Monokuma.
Hey now.
Totally ignoring us. I wonder if the thing about the spirits is a lie after all. A lie, huh? But why lie about that? That has to be some motivational lie. Mother Kuma.
Hey,
Hey, enough with this Monokuma. Hurry and search this room. You're right. This mastermind's hiding here somewhere. Gee, don't just stand around. Look for the mastermind.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right. First, we have to see if the mastermind is hiding here. Should be other clues here as well. We don't really have a lot of time either. This trash can. I should investigate too. I'm positive there's some clue here. This trash can casually end. Huh? Let out a surprised gasp. What is this? The thing in the trash can is much heavier than I thought.
Why?
A shot put ball? Why is this here? There's no blood on it. On the shot put. It can't be the one that Kaeda used to kill Rantaro. In that case, where did this come from? Why is this here? This is something sticking to the shot put ball. Some cloth fibers from something. Look closely, I could see several pink fibers stuck to the surface of the shot. They're pink. Wait, this means this shot. I understand. Know how to pin down the mastermind of this killing game. I'm about pink fiber. Damn, I used too much time. It's dawn already. Yep. Is it game over? I think it's game over. Took too long. Careful, you don't have time to investigate everything. Investigate what you need to. So we're back here. Yeah, this would give him more time. I knew damn well I wasn't gonna be able to. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to solve everything. Here we go. It's definitely the mastermind's room. In freaks of despair, though Kokichi was in despair, his lab didn't feel like this. His lab felt like it belonged to the ultimate supreme leader, and that's all. Okay, I'm not gonna talk to any of you. I'm just gonna inspect the monopad. Monopad, and there's blood on it.
why?
Whose monopad is this? And why is there a blood stain on it? I don't know, but we should inspect it closely. If this is a student handbook, the name of the owner should show up when it turns on. Sub the monopad and survivor perk. The monopad is a survivor perk? I mean, in addition to the video, Rantaro's survivor perk was this other monopad.
No.
Is this the map of the Ultimate Academy? Places that open with the mysterious object are labeled too. As well as the hidden room. which means this is the complete map of the Ultimate Academy for Gifted Juveniles. So Rantaro's given this map as part of his Survivor perk. That's why he knew about the hidden door. What's this? Clue to end the killing game. Clue to end the killing game? The mastermind behind the killing game is hiding someone within the academy. The best way to expose them is when Monokuma needs a spare. At that time, the mastermind will go to the library's hidden room. Okay, so what I'm trying to see here is, why would the mastermind include this in the monopad? Why give them a hint on how they can end the killing game? Even if it is a perk, why would they do that? If it is accurate, I will predict something. First thing you remember is the ultimate hunt. Only share information with people you know you could trust. How you can determine that will mean your life or your death? Rantaro Amami. Oh no, Rantaro wrote this himself. Okay. A hint to yourself from yourself. That was part of the Survivor perk. So Rantaro thought it up because he read this hint. Oh, weird, but does anyone remember the ultimate hunt? That's exactly what Monokuma wants us to do. So what else is part of this plan? Is my memory part of it too? If it is, then can I even trust myself? Even if he didn't completely believe it, but he had no choice. That's why he went to the library. That's why he started all of this. My pad isn't the student handbook. It looks like something else. But is that a blood stain? Whose blood is this? I was going to check that. If I can determine whose blood this is, we'll be that much closer to the truth. How are you going to check? Camera Kaede and I set up here. We can deduce it from the pictures.
I see.
That picture's in Kokichi's room.
That's right.
Punk gathered evidence from the past cases just so we could. I bet you collected that picture too.
By the way.
So, what did you need to see? There were several pictures, right? Last picture taken by Rantaro, the one in which he was trying to remove the camera.
I see.
The one where the camera lured him with the flash. Got it. I'll go retrieve it, so I'll let you handle this area.
But
Maki, be careful, okay? Kiba and the X-Cells are fighting. Hey, who do you think I am?
Do you want to die?
At least she's smiling that. So at least that time, she was smiling. So you know this time she said, do you want to die? She actually said that on purpose. She did it on purpose. Finally reached a point where I can tell that was a joke. Because she was actually smiling. I think it's more that she reached that point where she can tell it as a joke. There's probably no doubt that the mastermind came here. Should definitely be a clue. Let's check thoroughly. The clue is there. Before we check the monopad. Monopad. Time to survive perk.
that's true.
Yeah, the hint to himself. And about how to stop the killing game. Called survivor perk. And orchestrate the killing game hanging somewhere in the school. You need the spare Monokuma to have any hope of catching them. And the mastermind will head to the room deep within the library. I think that's clue is proof of the truth. First thing you remember is the ultimate hunt. Mention people you trust. That's why Rantaro brought up because he read this hint. Can I trust myself? He didn't completely believe it, but he had no choice. That's why he went to the library. To start all of this. Blood on the monopad. Whose blood is this? Tell. Tamaki. Hey, wait, is the mastermind hiding? Please, Mother Kuma, may we ask you where the mastermind is hiding?
Wait, why?
Why are you being so proper? I can't share info that important. It would make the killing game less exciting. Well, the mastermind's room is definitely for the abundance of despair.
Yeah?
Oh, isn't that obvious? Well, when you're right, you're right. When you're looking for it comes to the room quite often. Quite often? But they're not stupid enough to let you guys catch him in the act.
What did you say?
What did you say?
It can't be.
The mastermind isn't here. They come frequently then. I think my hint finally dawned on Shuichi. Huh?
Why?
Why are you giving us hints? Do you want us to find the truth?
Yeah?
What if I do? That actually makes the killing game more entertaining. Anything goes.
Well, that's...
Even if that ends the killing game? End the killing game? Oh, you, haven't I been saying it over and over this whole time? The killing game is eternal! Doesn't matter what you is, killing game will absolutely, positively never end! Killing game is a symbol of despair. How can something so fun just end?
Huh?
What do you mean? We don't need to fret over what it means. All meaning aside, it's the truth. Nothing you guys can do is just accept the truth. Who's the mastermind? There's still more? It's not the one side yet. Well, they said about spirit is really true. I don't know what else I need to investigate. Chocolate ball. And now the master has the killing game, which is a strand with a pink strand. There's probably no doubt the master came here. Is it here? Divine wisdom of the Kumawaisa. I want to tell you, no matter how many times you ask, it would be on the killing game. So do we just keep asking?
How stupid.
Do I just leave? There should be clues in this room. What other clues? I'm gonna run out of time again. Well, finally, but again, thanks to Kiba to send the door. And the other way in was the card key. Of course, none of us had that, so we couldn't get in before. So it looked like there's a card reader on the inside of the hidden door. I looked through the rubble thoroughly, but I didn't find anything at all. Which means they didn't need a card key to leave this room. In that case, placing dust in a card reader wouldn't have mattered if they came out from this side. Alright, I finished investigating everything I need to. Hey, what's going on? I came from the basement anyway! They weren't hiding here. Did you find anything, Shuichi? I did everything I found, but I feel like there's still something hidden here. Oh, yes. Another memory. Back in the cold sleep room. What? This is... It's a Monokuma.
Hey!
Hey, Shuichi, looks like you've finally woken up from a long sleep. Huh? What? Monokuma? Oh, that would mean for the first time you already know me. Well, of course you know. I'm famous after all. Okay, Kami's killing game was the most watched event in television history. Why is Monokuma here? It can't be... Oh, but it can't. This is where it all begins. Brand new killing game courtesy of the Gopher Project.
Huh?
Killing game?
Well now.
Now then, from here, things will proceed as how they usually do. You all lose your memories and forget everything that's happened up to this point. Thanks to the Gopher Project, the hopes that dreams humanity entrusted to you.
Yeah.
Oh, and you forget that you're the last extant survivor of the human race, too. But to trust you forged your disgusting promises of friendship, well, that's gonna go bye-bye when the killing game starts.
It's no use.
Why are you doing this? No point in asking me questions. You're gonna forget everything anyway.
Hey!
Who's behind this? Who are you? Jugo Onishima's dead. Like I said, there's no point. You'll just forget that too.
Damn it!
You're lying. How could I ever forget this? The blackout light.
Huh?
What?
Hey,
Blackout light has the power to induce total memory loss. The light even stimulates the basal nuclei in the hippocampus. Hey. Wait a minute.
No.
Nope, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna use this light and I'm gonna shove you onto lockers while you're unconscious. That's exactly what happened at the beginning for Kaede, which you were just in lockers. Then the killing game will begin. At the beginning of the game, Shuichi and Kaede were in lockers. Is that what happened? I remember. Final lost memory. That was from just after we woke up from cold sleep.
Okay.
It's a memory from right before the killing game began. Each woken up by Monokuma and our memories were taken. And we were forced to do all this? We're going to work together. We promise to become friends. Monokuma, I will never forgive you. Me too, I absolutely never forgive you.
You're right.
Feel the same way, but right now we need to investigate. Dawn is coming. And leave things here to me. You go check the other places. What? It's still a mystery here, right, Shuji? Then I'll find it for you. We're all trying to work together and find the truth, but I haven't found any clues yet.
Okay.
I need to recover my honor.
But
Himiko, will you be okay by yourself?
Yeah.
That's a stupid question.
Right.
Since I got that memory back, I'm not overwhelmed by anger. I'm gonna jump. My skills are cast Daphne, Monokuma, and the mastermind.
right.
That's it. I'll leave it to you, Himiko.
Okay.
Oh, wait, really? Are you seriously gonna leave it to me all by myself?
What should we do?
I'm not confident enough to do it. Then you don't need to force yourself. No, I'm okay. Since you believe in me, I need to give it all my all. I'll find the clues, even if it uses up every last drop of my magic and kills me. Don't say such unlucky things. Just letting you know how determined I am. You guys should believe in me and go on ahead. And thank you. That really makes me feel better, Himiko.
What should we do?
What should we do? With how little time it's left, it's probably best to split up, right?
That's true.
Yes, we need to split up and check all the labs one more time. If we missed a clue in any of them, it would most likely be that one.
Alright.
Got it, let's go. Be careful.
Okay.
You too, Himiko. That one? Whose lab, though? When we left the hidden room, we saw Kiba and the Exile in a fierce battle. Can I be reminded what room I'm supposed to be going to? Monotaro's Exile still. You guys, we're just standing there.
Shuichi!
Are you alright? Are either of you injured?
Okay.
I'm okay. What? Hidden door has been blocked by rubble.
No.
Himiko!
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm relieved that you two are not hurt. Hidden door has been blocked by rubble. We can't get in or out. Is Himiko trapped?
okay.
I think so.
Kibo!
Kiba, can you do something? I heard the debris, but without knowing Himiko's status, it would be dangerous for me to just recklessly attack it. And are you saying we should just leave her there?
You can't.
Can't do such a thing, we're friends!
But
I'm not strong enough to lift the debris.
then...
Let's use the Exisol.
Huh?
What?
What?
Use the Exisol? How?
That's
I
impossible.
don't have any more Muse inventions, and the Monokums aren't in the Exisals. Exactly, we're gonna get the Monokuma and the Monokubs to do it.
Incomprehensible.
Monokuma and the Monokubs?
Remember.
They don't want this either. The objective is to continue the killing game.
Please wait.
Suggesting that we surrender to them and continue the killing game? But Himiko's in danger. Rescue should be our first. No, we're going to end this killing game. What do you mean? Do you have a plan of some sort?
Okay.
Yes, I do. It just requires a little bit of detective work. We need to investigate some more. What about Himiko? What about her? But we have to trust that she's okay right now. Just when she said to leave everything to her. If we just stand around here, we're not respecting her wishes. Okay, Himiko is the ultimate magician. I'm a mage. She hears her behind the wall and just shouts that she's a mage. She's her mastermind to clean that room. Just plain amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I'm sure Himiko's okay. Just two clues. I would investigate the classroom on the second floor. Huh?
Well,
I caught glimpse of something odd there while battling exiles in the courtyard. The clue you're looking for may be there. Something odd.
hey!
Tell you, not much time. It's nearly dawn.
I'll commit that to me.
I'm worried about Himiko. Kibo. But you won't change the time limit, will you? I can't keep evading the exiles' attacks beyond the time limit. If we don't settle this soon, I'll be destroyed. If that happens, we'll lose the chance to destroy the Ultimate Academy. It'll be the worst ending. No, it would be an ending of pure despair. Kibo.
Hey!
Okay, I'm going to the second floor. I don't know if I can get to all of them, but I'll do what I can. I'll see you later. Confident steps, Tsumugi ran out of the library. I'm running out of time, which is a little longer. Friendship power-up. Font, more debris. We're gonna run out of time. Again. I'm guessing it only goes up when you actually investigate things. Classroom up here. Ah, of course, this is the area where Kaede's lab was, so it's probably where it would be anyways. Oh. People said he saw something odd while fighting in the courtyard. Should be able to see the entire courtyard from here.
Okay.
Must be what he was talking about. Let's see if I can find something. Seems to be the only thing we can investigate is this. The lockers that we were trapped in. The locker seems intact, but I don't think this is what Kiba was talking about. Nothing else to investigate other than the fucking door. This is the room Kiba was talking about. We should investigate here. Be for the best to just blow up anything in the way. Gonna run out again. What else to investigate? I come into the wrong room? You didn't see the lockers. The door had nothing to do with it. Not the lockers. It's not set tables that I thought it would be. It's like literally nowhere else to investigate. I have to take a second L. Where else? Maybe for the best, just blow up anything in the way. You mean to just blow up anything in the way? Ah, this. Oh, I got a mana coin. More. Let's just get rid of everything here. Anyways, the hologram display. What's this desk? There's a keyboard floating above it. Is it connected to a computer? Must be there's something odd Kiba was talking about. I touched the keyboard. Flashback light setup.
Huh?
Set up like settings? So you can answer, press the enter key. Hello, Game Master. Oh. The recalled memories. Unlocking new memory? These settings create new flashback lights? To test my deduction, I selected one of the categories. Select the subject you wish to remember. There are still some memories I haven't remembered yet. If you remember something new, there would definitely be a clue.
Alright.
Let's try it. Wonder what kind of memory it is. I'll start with the survivors.
Huh?
Select the subject you wish to remember. What does it mean by select? These were all memories forgot? All of these should be true events, so why would you be able to select one? In these categories, there are several inconsistencies about the survivors. do I select the correct one?
That's true.
Suppose I choose survivors on a different planet. That's true, there's more hope for us. Than to match other memories. More hope. What's the Academy? The worst incident in human history? Works for memories. No, virus cover project is then executed. 16 high schools survived. However, there were more survivors on the other planets. There were survivors on other ships similar to the Ark. Was I meant to select yes? I'll press it. What? Please take the flashback light from the reception area.
Huh?
That sound.
If I remember correctly.
Came from the locker. Yep. Let's avoid that. Alright, let's see what happens if I choose something different. I'm gonna smack everything out of the way. I actually got rid of the other desk. Unlock a new memory. Categories for unlocking new memories looks different than the others. Like something you wish to remember. Some memories I remember again.
All right.
Let's try it. The reception area is the locker.
If I remember correctly.
Came from that locker. At least they become generous at the time.
If I remember correctly.
Sound I heard definitely came from inside this locker. Flashback light. This is new. It just got here. As I suspected, you can make flashback lights with that desk. I don't know why it was hidden in a normal-looking classroom. There must be a switch hidden somewhere. The switch will cause the desk to activate. I'm sure Kibo saw all this when the room was destroyed. But what interests me is exactly how these flashback lights are made. It's only one truth. There should be only one true memory. But it clearly allows you to choose why. And there's no indication of which are real. There are more than one truth? What is the truth, and what are the lies? Flashback light settings. Right at the moment, the classroom door suddenly burst open. There you are, Shuichi! Himiko! The classroom changed back to normal. So when the door opens, the classroom reverts back to normal. Well, I guess to hide it. I can assume that was done in order to obfuscate the room's purpose. The person operating all of this did not want us to see it. And if they're cautious of us, they're that cautious of us. I don't know what you're thinking, Shuichi, but be happy that I survived. I was able to make a spectacular escape from that sealed room. Ah, right. I didn't even go escape when the entrance was blocked by rubble. Himiko, how'd you get out of the hidden room?
Because
The hidden door in the library was destroyed. She's gonna say she used her magic, wasn't she? We were so worried about you. You were trapped in there. Yeah, you don't understand how I escaped from there. No. I see. You don't get it. You don't know how I escaped. But I should tell you, I escaped finesse you with my magic. Here we go. Now's the time for Now's really not the time for anything. Himiko, are you okay? That was a close one, I almost died!
Remember.
Told you, now's the time. Got it, I'll tell you. Please my magic, but another thing that helped me escape the sealed room was the girls' bathroom on the first floor of the school building.
Huh?
The bathroom?
Hey, Shuichi.
Do you want to go there with me? Huh?
Stop it.
I'm not inviting you to go to the bathroom with me. Don't start getting weird thoughts.
No.
I know that. Girls' bathroom on the first floor. What does it have to do with the hidden room? There appear to be any new clues other than the flashback light.
You're right.
Alright, I head to the bathroom. Well, to the first floor we go. A hidden entrance from the girls' bathroom. That mean the mastermind is another girl? Here we go. Let's get it. Could be in the girls' bathroom. I can't go inside, I'm a boy. I should ask Himiko first. Come in this bathroom. Does that have to do something with the hidden room? Once you go in, you understand. Seeing is believing. Follow me. You can gesture closer and walk to the girls' bathroom. Girls' bathroom, huh? It's an emergency. Nothing I can do about that. Now's the time to be thinking about boys and girls' bathrooms. I'll do it. Repeat several excuses in my mind as I step into the girls' bathroom. High tech. What are we doing here, Himiko? So it's just like a killing game in Hope Academy. What do you mean? Just like then, right? The hidden room and the bathroom are connected. The hidden room and the bathroom?
Hey, Shuichi.
Look where the equipment is placed. Geez, caught up in a past killing game that simply give the remnants of spirit. Oh, the hidden room. Hidden room and a bathroom. Was it a boys or a girls' bathroom? But I remember it was one Kyoko investigated in Trigger Happy Havoc, where the hidden room where files were located, mysterious files. I think it was a boys' bathroom, and I think that was also on a second floor. It was a room where it had hidden files related to the Hope's Peak and the Killing Game. Right here, the utility closet. Oh, it's gonna be a utility closet again? Because again, that was the same thing. It was a utility closet in the bathroom where the room that Kyoko investigated was located. Looks just like a normal closet, but I place my palm on the far wall of the closet. Again, so many connections. Hidden passage. A surprising hidden pathway deep within the bathroom. Now proceed this pathway. Okay. Yeah, let's go. That's the false wall and into the hidden passageway. Secret passage. Passage. It looks so cramped. I'd definitely never be able to do this. But the fact that Shuichi's actually running, it's not even crawling. So I guess this place is still big enough. Oh, you destroyed. The Mother Kuma got destroyed. At least a hidden room. Both bathroom and the hidden room in the library are connected. The library is the only way to get in and out of the hidden room. And the room had this secret passageway leading out of it. And the passage connects to the girls' bathroom on the first floor. But this passageway wasn't on Rantaro's Survivor Perk map. The passageway was hidden even from him. In a passageway that only the mastermind knows about. Damn it. Okay, let's skip it. Passageway connects to the girls' bathroom.
You're right.
Once more, I shall reveal the secret behind my sealed room. Yeah, please do. After you guys left the room, there was a huge explosion and I got flipped over. When I came to my senses, it looked like this. Surprised you weren't hurt. Since I've been using my magic a lot lately. Magical backlash must have happened, and the way out got buried in rubble. Even I, the wise and powerful Himiko, panicked a little bit when I saw I was trapped in here. What happened after that? Banged on the walls and the floor and yelled for help, calmly and rationally, of course. Help me! I'm sure. Then I happened to find that hidden pathway, and that's how I got out. I ran to Kibo, and he told me you were in one of the classrooms on the second floor. So I rushed over there. See, so that's what happened. I understand now. Well, was I useful? Huh? So Kimiko's so concerned about that. What else is there? He was lying on the ground, luckily the explosion. Is it broken? I'm busted! And I'm busted! It's over, I can't go on. I can't birth Monokumas anymore. I want to birth more and more and more. Birth Monokumas, huh? Hey, is it true that you can make spare Monokumas? Yeah. Of course it's true. Fine, this is the end for me. I guess I'll say it. I have a built-in voice print authentication system. I can't birth Monokumas unless a designated person specifically says the word birth. Designated person.
Here.
It's essentially that way that my Monokumas are birthed into a welcoming environment, you know? Wait a minute. The designated person, do you mean the mastermind? The mastermind's voice command will make you create spare Monokuma? That was on the house, so to speak. All glory to the killing game! Ah, man! Hey! It seems like it's really broken this time. I'm busted and busted! That was an important clue. Mother Kuma creates spare Monokumas after receiving the mastermind's voice command. Should probably get out of here. If the bathroom was blocked by rubble, we'd be completely trapped. Himiko, let's go. I have a good idea of what's going on here.
Hey.
Something wrong? Just tell it to me straight, like a man. Tell you what. In pathway I found. Is it a useful clue? I want to be useful to my friends. If I can't have much investigation, I couldn't find the mastermind. You're worried about that?
Okay.
Himiko, not only were you useful, you may have cracked the case wide open. Yay! Really, I found such an amazing clue. That's proof I'm no ordinary person. I'm terrified of my own magical power. Alright, let's get out of here. At least she was happy. I just love it when she just randomly jumps. Okay, let's move. Yeah, if we come this far, we're safe. Well, I feel safe. I'm a little over it. Okay, I'll step outside. Listen, I left the girls' bathroom as fast as I could. Ah, hi, Maki. Huh? Ah. What were you doing? Why were you in the girls' bathroom? Maki, it's not what it looks like. I'm just... Do you want to die? No, listen, there's a reason. Hey, don't do it! Don't do that when I'm doing my business. Can't relieve myself if you do that. You can go inside. Are you... And you weren't in there with Shuichi? Okay, this is all a huge misunderstanding. Well, I guess you went into the girls' bathroom without a reason. I'll believe you.
Thank you.
Thank you, though it still seems like you want to murder me.
By the way.
Anyway, I found this. It seems like you still want to murder. Yep, Rantaro had the pad. To's picture, thank you. Took the photograph from her and inspected it closely. Just as I thought. Sighed to myself, looking over the picture. The thing was beginning to connect in my mind. Finally saw through all of the lies. Final picture of Rantaro. With this, I could fight. I could fight the mastermind behind the killing game. And I believe I can end it all.
Hey,
You look like you just realized something.
Well...
But when you do, what do you want to do now? It's almost done. This is bad. We don't even know the mastermind's identity or where they are.
Leave it to me.
Okay, I have a plan. You two, please go get Tsumugi. She should be in one of the labs. I'd like everyone to gather in the courtyard. I'll be waiting for you there. What do you mean? What are you planning on doing? Stop the killing game, of course. But we haven't even found the mastermind, so how?
Right already.
We could talk about it later. We don't have much time left, so let's hurry and find Tsumugi. Uh-oh, I see. Instead of watching Himiko and Maki go off to find Tsumugi. Right, to the courtyard before I stop this killing game. To stop the destruction of the Ultimate Academy. And then, now that's all fine, let's do this and not get a third game over. Because it's all 3 strikes, you're out. When I stepped out the courtyard, I got at the top of my voice. Kibo! Monokuma! Please stop fighting! We can solve this another way, one that's best for both of you! Please listen to me! Voice reverberate throughout the courtyard, and after a while...
It's almost dawn, like we agreed. Have you found what you were
Dawn
looking
3
for?
times over.
Are you ready to do what must be done, Shuichi? Either way, this is your last chance.
I have no idea what's going on, but messing with this robot is starting to bore me, so...
I just realized now this voice of Monokuma sounds more closer to the Monokuma of the first 2 games.
I guess I'll hear you out.
So, what is this other way?
A class trial. We're all gonna do a class trial. One last time.
One last class trial. One last class trial.
That's...
What do you mean? Are you trying to continue the killing game? There's no time to mess around. I thought you were gonna end it.
No.
I'm not messing around.
That's wrong.
Class trial will end the killing game.
Huh?
Class trial to end the killing game? Kibo spoke. I saw Maki running over from the school building.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean we're going to do a class trial? Are you serious?
It can't be.
That's how you're going to end this killing game?
Okay.
Everyone's here. Now let me say this. We need to stop fighting and have one more class trial.
That's it.
If we reveal the whole truth there, we can end this killing game. The killing game will end when the truth is exposed? Why would you say such a thing?
That's...
At the end of the class trial, that will be clear. Nakuma, you're the one who calls these class trials.
Right.
But not this time. This time we choose to call a class trial, one to end them all. But why do you need to hold a class trial when no one has been killed? That's what I'd like to say, but I get it. What? Oh shit, this Rantaro robot hasn't been fun for a while now. I think it's pretty interesting that you guys are on board with holding a class trial. In fact, I welcome your initiative. This turn of events will make things very interesting. Even in the circumstances, you take your opportunity to make things interesting. It means the killing game must be... But if we're gonna hold a class trial, I'm gonna hold you guys responsible for it. Responsible? It'd be bad if we had a class trial that didn't reach a satisfying conclusion. In other words, the trial doesn't go your way and ends with the truth being exposed. Then you'll all be held responsible for staging such a disappointing class trial. Of course. I don't doubt your resolve at all. Are the others okay with it too? The responsibility will be shared by all of you.
What was that?
Ability will be shared? You've been ready.
That's true.
I'll trust you, but if you screw this up, I'll kill you before Monokuma can. Yeah, I believe you.
You're right.
You're right. There's no point freaking out now. I have friends I can trust. Nothing to be scared of. Kibo. Also, when do this class trial, you gotta take off all that fancy sci-fi gear. Can't risk you going berserk if your outcome isn't in your favor. Take off this gear. This argument armaments, yes. If we remove these armaments now, I will lose my chance to destroy the academy. This is the last chance to not let Monokuma win. This is really alright? Kibo, please, believe me. I don't want Monokuma to win. We're going to win. I hope it's going to end the game of despair.
But...
I think the ending awaits us. It sounds too good to be true, honestly. Yes, I do. The ending is hope for us. And we can't give up on hope. Kibo, let's trust Shuichi here.
Hey.
You don't want to die either, right?
Right.
We're all friends who can believe in each other, aren't we?
I understand.
Very well. I'll remove my armaments. Let's hold this class trial.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kibo. That is decided.
Alright.
That's right, our class trial.
That's it.
Our final battle, our hope will defeat your despair.
Why?
Why are you laughing? Is he that confident he'll win?
It's fine.
It'll be okay, he's probably just bluffing. Who can say? Well, if we're gonna do this class trial, we should hurry up and head to the trial grounds. However, I will have the Mana Cup strip the robot of his gear.
Yeah.
I know. What else? Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment and head to the trial grounds. I'll go ahead and begin preparing. Monica, you can take it from here.
So,
Alright then, we're gonna take all this gear off of this robot.
let's do this.
I'll finish it in seconds, because I work like I eat fast and sloppy. You shouldn't be proud of being sloppy.
Everyone!
How many of you guys there?
Okay.
Yeah. Kibo walked back toward his lab with the exosols.
Then-
We should go too.
Don't tell me.
Can't believe we're having another class trial.
Why?
I didn't think Monokuma would accept so easily. That was too easy. I can't help but feel a little strange.
From that one thing.
I agreed to it to stop Kibo from destroying the academy. Because other people are watching. Still, it's almost too easy. That's Monokuma simply expected this. But it's still much easier than I imagined it would be. And since worrying about that now, we've come this far, we just have to do it. To end this killing game, we have to follow his rules one last time. And win this class trial. What if Kibo's okay? I hope they don't do anything weird while they're disarming him.
No.
Sure they won't. If anything happened to Kibo right now, it wouldn't be a fair trial that Monokuma insists on. I see. That's okay, the four of us and Kibo.
Yeah.
Find the marks of our friendship, we can overcome this final trial. Class trial. It's a pain. Having another class trial? This will be the final one, right? Yeah, that's right. It'll be a final class trial.
What is it?
We accepted it because he couldn't handle Kibo's destruction anymore. Now that can't be the reason. Kibo said himself he'd only be able to withstand the Exile's attacks until dawn.
What are you trying
Then why did
to do?
Monokuma agree to this so easily? Can't say for sure, but we can't be distracted by that. That's true, no matter what he's plotting.
Hey,
We're ready to end this killing game, right? Yeah, with this class trial. Let's do it. The killing game is ours for the taking. See everything one more time. Not that. So far, everyone is dead. 10 points left. Nothing really worth buying. I'll buy them, but I'm not going to use them either. Oh, my thing just went crazy again. Okay. Shaky, tranquility. Wait, what do I have on this side? I don't have tranquility either. This is the amount of influence recovered by right answers. Charisma would definitely be a good thing. I'll grab that and see if I can actually use it. There's critical damage. And the size of slashes. So we go to full size. Nah, we need to get rid of one more thing. Mind's Eye reveals V points. I want that. Librarian's Glare. Voices. Hide Lie. Drain slower. It's hard to figure out what I want to get up because I do want to use that to push the opponent back during Blade Lock. Yeah, I don't think we really need that. So let's put on Charisma. Because it'll definitely be good. We'll be able to recover more health easily. The speed of the reticle affected and on debates. Slow speed of the reticle. And I guess I'll give Upshift a try. I don't really like using stuff like this. Actually, no, I'll buy it, but I'm not going to use it. Yeah, I get it. There's no point in buying it. But in the end, I kind of want to get all the skills, so gotta do what you gotta do. And that's that. won't be able to use shotgun. Right. Well, we're right at the end. Oh, some stuff in there.
Alright!
Next time we come out of the trial grounds, it'll all be over, right? We can win, right?
Okay.
Of course.
It's okay.
Okay, the class trials should be much easier than the others. Huh? Why?
Because
Up till now, we had to find the culprit among the people in our group during the class trials. So we couldn't work together even if we wanted to, but this time it's different.
I see.
Now, since there's the culprit among us, we can work together without any doubts.
Ah.
How can we work together this time? I already feel more at ease. But I wish it happened sooner. At the beginning, there were 16 of us. But now there's only 4 of us standing, and plus Kibo who's coming later. We're about to head to the last battle. Why are you so depressed?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Here he is.
Everyone!
Oh, he's got a new wire. Thank you for waiting.
Kibo!
Or new antenna. It's fast, Kibo. His weapons have been removed. I suppose you don't have to worry about him attacking.
What?
Well, are you disappointed? Did you prefer the side here after all? No, it's not that.
Everyone!
I'm very sorry. You were about to waste to us. Acted recklessly and put you all in serious danger.
Everyone!
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
What?
What's wrong? You're totally different from before when you were in battle mode. You told me earlier not to give up hope. That's
okay.
right.
I
Finally realized that you were right. My inner voice told me. Inner voice? I thought you couldn't hear anymore. Well, I had the Monica to repair me in addition to remove my battle gear. Now, for some reason, I can hear my inner voice again. So you can hear it again after the repairs. But it looks like his hair. Looks like an antenna. Does that mean it wasn't just a decoration? Now that I think about it, what is his inner voice exactly? What does he hear? I was like to try to destroy everything just to avoid losing despair. If I had just followed through, there would have been no hope or future left afterward. In which case, my actions would have merely resulted in different despair altogether. I don't expect you to forgive me. What I did was foolish.
please.
But will you allow me to fight alongside you? I want to help you find the truth. Please. Of course, Kiba. That's what I wanted from the start. If you wouldn't have been able to do this. So, you'll allow me? You seem angry, Simigi. Would you prefer I not help? Not mad. I'm just holding myself back. When someone says please, then strongly, I always want to respond with, but I refuse. But I could read the mood here, so I'm holding back. She does look mad. Well, of course.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay now. Of course you can fight with us, Kibo. Big wall between living things and objects, but you're our friend, Kibo.
Everyone!
Thank you. By the way, Maki, I've been meaning to ask you, but what is that vacuum cleaner you're carrying?
I see.
It's a bug vac. I think Kokichi designed it and had Mew make it.
I see.
One time I mentioned something about tiny bugs before.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it could be a clue to something. But we can't seem to catch any bugs with it. It doesn't seem like there are any. So it really was just going to the imagination after all.
No.
Wait, it might be too soon to determine that. Can we wait until I've examined it with my eyes at least? Your eyes. They just had deliveries. You know, it seems completely different from earlier. Maybe it's like equipping all those weapons enhances feelings too? That's with cosplay too. When you wear cosplay, you start acting like that character.
Wow.
Maki, you brought the thing with you, huh? Act like you're cold and distant, but you're surprisingly warm and serious. Feel like I figured out how close we are now. Do not call her Maki roll. The nice buttered Maki roll. Kibo's eyes, huh? Gonta couldn't even see. I doubt Kibo would be able to see it either. What do you mean, Kibo?
You.
Can your eyes do? It's not like you got a good eyesight, right?
Yeah.
That's true until I installed my zoom function. Your zoom function?
Yes.
It was in my lab next to the jetpack and rocket launcher. Thanks to that zoom function, my vision increased 100-fold.
Huh?
100-fold?
What did you say?
The power that goes way past your default settings. Too talented, the ultimate robot. Because I'm a robot, I can evolve in ways that are simply not possible for a human. I finally accepted that. There are notable differences between us, but they're nothing for me to be ashamed of.
I also.
because my talent, it's possible that I could save you all. Kibo took the book from Maki and worth the shot. Maximum zoom, my vision is on par with that of a microscope. Maki, I brought this book back for a moment. He stared at it intensely.
I see it. I'll print out this memory.
Very tiny Monokumas. Just before Kibo printed the picture from right out of his mouth. He took it from his lips and handed it to me.
Huh?
Is this Monokuma? Is it recording? It's recording!
Hey.
These small bugs go into what's talking about?
Yes.
Humans' eye will not be able to see things that exist in the nanoscopic level. Nanoscopic. Because I've noticed them, his vision really was superhuman.
Hey.
Hey, what are these things holding? Are they holding cameras?
Well then.
Why don't we ask them? We can talk to this?
Leave it to me.
Guess I have already installed an augmented hearing function.
What was that?
I guess anything is possible.
Start talking now, or I'll squish you one by one. Whatever function you serve, you'll be unable to carry it out. Do you accept these terms?
Kibo asked the way to make it clear it was not up for negotiation.
They call themselves Nanokumas. Apparently they're members of the Monocubs.
What? This little thing?
And there were actually 6 Monocubs?
Not quite. These don't exist as individuals, but rather as a hive mind. They travel through the air in a swarm, covering every square inch of this campus.
So it's not just one, it's a whole swarm of Monocubs.
That small? They could have been in my nose or mouth, and I'd never know.
Even with the headset and camera.
I don't like the thought of that.
And their function is to record footage of the events that are unfolding here and transmit it to Monokuma.
What?
Using their tiny cameras, they record footage and transmit it wirelessly. Mother Kuma receives the footage and parses it before sending it off to Monokuma.
You mean like a security camera?
So small that they can't be seen with the naked eye. There's been security cameras. The 6th Monocub! So there are security cameras after all.
Hey.
And they've been recording the footage wirelessly. Kokichi was correct to use the electro bomb. When you use it, the Nanocubs are unable to send any footage back to Monokuma.
You're right.
Yes, in that case, I doubt Monokuma knew the real culprit. The more I learn, the more I wish that Kokichi had just worked with us normally.
But
That's impossible, no matter how many times he reincarnates the liar down to his soul. I never would have imagined the 6 Monokuma would be security cameras. Until Monokuma was able to keep watch of its entire academy. He's toying with us. He's not just confident, he's sure he's gonna win. I know that must be what he's thinking.
oh yeah.
At least we know the important detail now. I'm glad you told us before the class trial.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Kiba.
By the way,
You're welcome, but we should get going now.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't know what Monokuma would do if we show up late.
That's fine.
You're right. Then let's start heading to the trial grounds.
okay.
Okay. Right, you guys ready? I'm glad I was able to help. I want to think my sci-fi weaponry is the only growth I've displayed thus far. Well then, let's go. Monokuma is expecting us.
It's okay.
Relax, if I end up failing and it comes time for me to kill you, I'll make sure to end your life swiftly so you won't have to suffer.
Thank you.
Thank you! In the end, we couldn't find the mastermind. They must be really good at hide and seek, but they can't escape my magic.
My magic.
I let them with my all your relationships will end up being love triangles curse. That would be very helpful, Himiko. All your relationship would just be love triangles.
Alright!
It's like someone else loves you, not the person that you love, though. Go to discover that Kokichi made the design. Mew built the device. Because of all of them that Kibo was able to find the final clue. Sounds like everyone's cheering us on. Well, I guess because the vase probably broke, so it's now a branch. Oh wait, no, he's not holding anything. He's just broken. There's nothing left for him. And there's no water either. Alright, let's go. No point in worrying anymore right now. We only need to think about getting out of here alive. So we put Destroyed Ultimate Academy behind us. It's heads to final trial grounds. And heads to final trial grounds. Final trial. And not just Danganronpa V3, but of all of Danganronpa. Carrying the last survivors, the elevator brought us down. What could be waiting for the 5 of us? I'm sure this is the end of despair. And the beginning of hope. Everything ends here. Everything. Killing game of Ultimate Academy, the killing game of Jabberwock Island, and the killing game of the Ultimate Academy. How much more until they're satisfied? This is the end of it. I'm tired of this. We're going to end it. We're going to end this cruel game. Class trial of the century. So this is the final trial grounds. Not up to you or me to decide whether it's not this is the end. What do you mean? Well, boy, since you guys requested that we hold this class trial, I'm sure you won't mind allowing me to participate too, right? It'll be easier to argue if I do.
That's true.
Truth, I was gonna have you participate this time, but I didn't think you'd volunteer.
What is it?
You seem confident.
With my magic.
You're confident now, but I'm gonna turn your body into an omnibus with my magic.
Actually.
An omnibus? Do you mean the vehicle, or like a compilation book, or... Knock it off! I'll be provoked by your cheap threats. Your cheap dollar store threats. He seems really provoked.
Yeah, but...
If Pop's gonna participate, things are gonna get pretty damn interesting.
Father!
You can do it, Father!
Got a rock hard.
We'll cheer you on until our voices are hoarse and bleeding. Right, Monodam?
That's wonderful.
They say it's beautiful. Oh, he's actually responding to Monokid this time. Cheer me on. You guys are totally participating too. What? You guys have a pivotal role to play. What kind of doubt would it be if I hog the spotlight? If you guys don't play a pivotal role, then what use are any of you? Pivotal role? Can we really do it? I don't know. Don't worry, as a good parent, I'll do my darndest to motivate you.
Well now.
But this button. What's the button for? It's a Monocub's detonator that I prepared to ensure my double kids do their very best. The detonator? And for the business plan, I'll detonate the bombs on each of your bodies. Make sure you try really hard or I'll start pressing this button. Got it? That's too far! You know what they say, the kids are cute, put a bomb inside them. Who says that?
You stupid.
That's not a real saying.
Cuz.
Think you kids can do this, you just need the proper motivation. So no need to worry, just make sure you all play pivotal roles, that's all. How absurd.
I knew it.
You really are the worst. The best at being the worst, don't you think so? I tell ya, people can't get enough of my crude antics.
Now then.
Alright, let's get started. Let's just get this crude climax underway. Oh, my throat. Final class trial. The ultimate of ultimate class trials. Kibo and the Exiles have turned the academy into a war zone, and Shuichi challenges Monokuma to a final class trial. Can they put an end to the killing game? What do we got? The final ultimate class trial. And we got 12 Monocoins from the whole slapping tables around. Found the Ultimate Supreme Leader's research lab. This book details the history of the battle between hope and despair. The afterword claims it was compiled by several esteemed researchers and is the most thorough and accurate book written on the subject. However, conjecture the memory Shuichi and Maki received from the flashback light. The key passages of the documents are as follows. Case time to despair. With the group and the events caused by Junko. Similar stuff. I'll go particular about the Killing Game's rules and make sure it's exciting, almost like the Killing Game is meant to be shown. Listen, it's very similar to the Killing Game held by Junko and Ashima in the past. Kokichi claimed that the Killing Game was being watched by someone. One of the motive videos distributed as the Monokuma's case. Most of the videos ended up with the wrong person. Kokichi got his own. Kokichi was the leader of a secret society named Dice. Together with his 10 underlings, he committed non-violent crimes and harmless pranks around the world. This message found in the courtyard. The first message said the world is mine. Kokichi, however, However, when it was first discovered by Gonta, it said horse A. The second message said Twins B. It was found on the wall next to the boiler. A video on the file of the USB stored in the vaults in the Ultimate Enigmas research lab. In the message from Rantaro before he lost memory to himself. The message from Rantaro before he lost his memories to himself. After he lost his memories. His memories to himself after. Oh, before he lost his memories to himself after he lost his memory. According to the message, Rantaro is the ultimate survivor and had participated in the previous killing game. In a previous killing game. A document found in the cold sleep room. Written on it are the profiles of participants of the Gopher Project. According to the document, Kaede has a younger twin sister. I guess that makes sense. I think Junko was the younger twin, and she was the mastermind. A vacuum device for capturing bugs. It was found in the Ultimate Inventors Research Lab. Thought to have been designed by Kokichi to check whether or not the tiny bugs going to solve are real. Real. Although it's still a prototype, it's functional and it shows signs of use. However, it doesn't seem to have captured any bugs until those tiny Monokuma bugs. Giant Monokuma had in the glass case. It was in the hidden room in the back of the library. It's a machine that creates spare bodies for Monokuma and copies his thoughts over to them. In the trash can in the hidden room, there are no bloodstains in the shot, different from the one used to kill Rantaro. Pink fibers are found on it. A mop pad given to Rantaro for being the ultimate survivor. Clue to end the killing. Mastermind who's behind the killing game is hiding somewhere within the academy. Your best chance for exposing them is when Monokuma needs a spare. At the time, Mastermind will be inaccurate. 5 the ultimate hunt. Something Rantaro. According to Mother Kuma, the Mastermind goes to the hidden room in the library quite often. In addition, the classroom that creates flashback light refers to its original state when its door is open. It seems as though the person operating it is being very cautious not to be seen by anyone. Evil. To enter the hidden room from the library, a card key is needed. However, when exiting the library from the hidden room, no card key is needed. Backlights can be made in the classroom's second floor. 4 categories for the flashback light that can be created. Survivors outside world, the killing game participants. From this basic category, several options are available. A secret passageway hidden in the back of the supply closet and the girls' bathroom in the first floor. This is the hidden room in the back of the library. There's not even shown the map, the score, and the survivor perk monopad. Only the mastermind knew about it. The photograph taken by the camera facing the hidden door in the library during Kaede's case. Discovered that Kokichi's room was pictured trying to remove the camera. Damn it. Named Nanokuma, they are collectively the 6th member of the Monokubs. Each identity of the tiny bugs go to Thaki-san. They are so small they cannot be seen by normal human eyes. They exist in a hive mind rather than as individuals. They fly around the academy using their camera to take footage, which is then wirelessly sent to Mother Kuma. Oh, it's sent to Mother Kuma. Did I say Monokuma? Monokuma processes their footage and then sends it off to Monokuma and they can... Okay, no, maybe I did read it right. Mother Kuma's voice. Mother Kuma recognizes the mastermind's voice and cannot create two Monokumas without their command. Alright guys, be ready. The final class trial is underway. Or will be underway. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.